Ladies and gents, Six Figs here from YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the one and only Definity's internet computer. There is some interesting stuff going on within the ecosystem, and then we'll look at the charts at the very end of the video. So let's dive right into this. Proof of GitHub says GitHub daily development activity internet computer ranks number 3, and this was today, this morning, 3 a.m. So this is current. Now, there is a lot of other networks that I'm just kind of seeing up here for the first time, but Internet Computer has routinely made the first, second, third, fourth place position on daily development activities. So it has been for the last year. People are building on Internet Computer, and there is no doubts about that. We got a little tweet out of the one and only, folks, Dominic Williams, who is in Hong Kong. The Hong Kong skyline I definitely love, but calling it a night, got to keynote in the morning. 13,000 people expected at Web3 Festival in Hong Kong. Winter is thawing. And I just thought that this was a pretty sick little Bitcoin projection that was put up on the side of this building. Looks like somebody has some sort of laser system or something. But anyways, getting back to it, ICP has been one of the most mentioned on 4chan over the last 24 hours via top stonks. That's what I like to see, folks. That's what I like to see. Now, Base Giant dropped some absolute alpha on all of us. And people don't realize how big of a deal this is for ICP, he says. And what is he referring to, folks? Well, he's referring to the fact that there is an upcoming node that is being installed in Hong Kong. This is huge because really when it comes down to it, Hong Kong is a part of China, but Hong Kong is more of like the administrative area of China. So this is like their central headquarters when it comes to like tech and all this stuff. This is where the administrative arm of China is. So Hong Kong, my goodness, this could be huge. They could be testing the waters with this. We just don't know. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter anytime at Real6Fig. I've got a link here which will take you to my group called Trade Tank. Just make sure that it is the real Twitter account that you are clicking on. We got Internet Computer up 2.5% on the day, up 6.6 on the week. 1.4 on the month, folks, and we can see we'll start off on the hourly. How about that? We'll start off on the hourly chart here. Now, it does look like there might be some sort of Elliott wave theory to the upside on this hourly chart, but it has been very nice to see price action kind of break out of this little symmetrical triangle squeeze that has been happening. So we've got a nice little run to the upside. There is some sort of Elliott wave theory that is occurring, I do believe. We can see this, but right now I do think that a little breather might be in order as price, and I'm talking short term possibly, as price is kind of far away from this Ichimoku cloud a little bit at this moment. So we'll see what the 4-hour chart is looking like as well. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where we're just going to have to play this by ear. We've seen the RSI on the charts. It's up immensely. So I do think that we might see a little bit of giveth here with ICP. How much, I don't know. Really, there isn't any forward projection patterns that I'm kind of seeing. I'm hoping that we see price just kind of do one of these things. But at least on this 4-hour chart, a lot of times what we'll see is when we have this golden cross occur, that's when this 50 moving average crosses the 200. Whenever that happens, that's kind of when we'll see prices kind of start to retrace a little bit. Here's an example of a golden cross right here. You can see that right about when that cross happened, we saw the price retrace just a little bit. But here's another example here, golden cross down there, which you can't see, so I'll move this. Here's another example. Golden crosses aren't always a bullish thing. It's like a 50-50 thing. So here's a golden cross. We had a little bit of a pullback, another golden cross, a little bit of a pullback there. So it wouldn't surprise me. This is 4-hour time frame, so I'm not quite, I'm not expecting a massive pullback by any means or anything like that. It just is what it is. So let's look at this on the daily, though, because that's what I'm most concerned about here. And really, we've got this squeeze and the bounce off the 200 moving average. The 50 moving average is definitely holding price back. I do think that there still is a decent opportunity for price action to move through this thinner portion of this Ichimoku cloud. Otherwise, it's just going to have to get rejected and trade sideways and wait till like maybe May for another opportunity to try to pass through the Ichimoku cloud. Or maybe what happens is price tries passing through this cloud and then lands somewhere over here above it. But, I'm kind of seeing like maybe there could just be this inverse head and shoulders that is playing out. And I've been talking about this now. Literally, once I saw this pattern from like back in last July, August, I was talking about how the possibility of a inverse head and shoulders could play out. Here we are, and we've got a very clean neckline that would suggest this could be a possibility. So I am hoping that we see price break through this 50 moving average and come up to at least the $7.50, $7.80 range within the next few months. But, nothing's absolutely guaranteed at this point. This is kind of one of those videos where we're just kind of waiting to see what exactly happens from here on out. But I want to just cover quick. The last time I did some TA, we were looking at Bitcoin dominance, and the price was out over this way. And I was kind of speculating how we would see somewhat of a flag occur. And guess what? We got just that. We got a very nice flag. It even formed right in my area that I was kind of trying to predict. And if we looked at the Bitcoin itself, where is it? Bitcoin. In the last video, folks, I was kind of talking about how we had a very nice ascending triangle that was forming right here. And we have broken out of this ascending triangle. So that was so cool to see. And we are on the way up, hopefully. Bitcoin seems to be really flirting hard with this 30K level. Is this a trap? In the last video I did last weekend, I kind of was talking about how I don't know if this is going to be sustainable. It just doesn't feel like it is to me, but I hope I'm wrong. See you guys all in the next video.